Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why most men can't retain their seed for 21 days. At least 21 days, 3 weeks. Now, what is the importance of retention and abstaining from fapping? The the bottom line is you just become a more effective and potent version of yourself when you decide to retain your nut and then transmute your sexual energy. You're becoming more productive. You're also becoming enlightened. You're becoming smarter. There's more brain activity in your body, in your brain, and you're just living a better life. You're just happier. You have more. There's no more dopamine in your body when you retain, and because of this, you're starting to attract better things from other people. You're trying to attract the best from other people. If you're in a negative, pouty mood, that's going to rub off on other people. Now they're going to be in a negative, pouty mood, and then every time they're around you, they think that you're the cause of their negative emotions, and they're not going to like you as much. So if you want to be effective in the marketplace, if you want to have emotional intelligence, if you want to have people be on your side, if you want people to become in your reality, if you want to explain things so people can get your side of the story, it would be best to live in be in a positive aura. The thing is, like, if you're trying to attract a girl, start hitting her up start being around her when she's in an excited mood, in an excited state of mind, and when she's excited or when she's happy or something like that. This is going to correlate you with her positive emotions, and she's going to look at you in a different light. But if you're consistently available, if you're consistently hitting her up even when times are negative or things are like that, then things are never going to be as, like I said, if you're consistently available, if you're always there, and you always need her, you're always just there all the time, you're not going to have the same effect. You're not going to have the same effect as if you weren't there, and you just popped up whenever you really, quote unquote, felt like it. This just makes your value a little bit higher. Just makes your value a little bit higher. So always be in a positive attitude. I can't stress this enough to staying positive, because if you're negative, then you're basically saying that you're defeated. And if you're defeated, there's no hope. And if there's no hope, your life will never get better. So always stay positive, regardless of what's really happening. Regardless of what's happening, you have to start looking at everything that happens to you as, instead of really looking at it as it maybe, you have to start looking at it in a different type of way. Wayne Dwyer said, if you start looking differently at the things that happen to you, the things that start happening to you will be different. So it just comes down to your reaction towards things, and two, how you perceive things. This is what it comes down to. It comes down to how you perceive things. So perceive things in the best light. Perceive things as if it's happening for your highest good. Perceive things in the best possible case scenario. Regardless of what it looks like, just perceive it in a very positive way, and things may manifest. So yeah, 21 days, men can't retain their semen for 21 days. They have to fap it out. They just don't feel like that tension. They think it's a bad thing to feel tension, but actually this is a very good thing, because if you feel tension, you feel like you need to do something with your life to make that tension go away. You feel like you have to do things a little bit better for your life. You have to start taking more care of yourself. You have to start becoming more attractive. You have to start being more physically attractive, maybe even aesthetically attractive in the face. You just have to start making yourself the most attractive version of yourself when you go on retention. And you're going to be alpha. Your mindset's going to change, and you're just going to be someone who is different. And this is a good thing. You're going to get attraction from men and women. People want to come in your reality. They want to ask you questions. They want to be a part of your reality. You're becoming known as someone who is advancing in life. People are feeling very positive emotions when they're around you, because you're giving off positive and highly energetic vibes to people, and people want to be a part of your world. So men in reality, they can't really retain for 21 days. I had someone say that, oh, I busted for pleasure, but then you start realizing that they're broke. If you can't be living in pleasure if you're not in a good situation financially. You have to take the pleasure out and grind until you get what you think you deserve. But people like to take breaks. They like to play it safe. They like to do things. They like to not think about what they're doing and just do things the most ordinary way as possible. They never want to go in depth in the depths of their mind and see how they can do things in maybe a little bit different way to maybe get a different result. Just maybe get a different result. Get a result that is sought after. So yes, men in general just can't retain for 21 days, but you have to be different. You have to mold. You have to be a little bit different, because if you can actually be different, you're gonna get different results. You're gonna get different situations. You're gonna get different results, and people are gonna say that are gonna start looking at you as the role model into figuring things out, because you look like you have a good head on your shoulders and you're actually getting results in life. It's about results. Once you start getting results, people are going to start looking at you for advice because you actually get results and they're not getting results. So what type of life, like I said, what type of life do you really want to live? 21 days. Go 21 days. I guarantee you some things are going to be a little bit different. You're probably going to get more female attraction. You're probably going to be smarter. You're probably going to be more physically appealing. And you're just going to be happier, because discipline equals freedom. If you take days off, if you're not really building anything, you're not really going to be happy, because men usually get happy when they're building something for the future. When they're building something. Thou shalt not waste their vigor on women. This has ruined many kings. This is a scripture. Live this thing. There's this picture where there was this picture where a guy was chasing money and then the woman was chasing the guy. And this is how you have to look at your life, because women are attracted to a man who has resources. Once you start getting resources, the game is over. You're gonna be highly favored because you have something that other men can't provide. And now, regardless of what you do, she's more likely to pick you just because of the resources that you have. This is how you have to start looking at life. This is how you have to start looking at social game. If the thing is, like, if there was a party and it was thrown at a specific person's house, the person who was hosting the party is going to get all of the recognition and clout, and probably going to attract the most women at the party just because it's in his vicinity. But the person who's consistently chasing, it's just not going to work out as much. So retain for 21 days and watch your life change for the better. Peace out. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.